Hey everyone, welcome to Clone Compounding, where our mission is to learn from others in order to achieve financial independence. Today, we'll be talking about psychology of money. Money is an important part of our lives, and we owe it to ourselves to make enough to live a good life. For some, it may be the reason why they wake up in the morning, but what most people fail to realize is that money acquires a distinct psychology. And if you want to make enough of it, you will need to understand how it works. That's the purpose of Morgan Housel's best-selling book, The Psychology of Money. Today, we'll be talking about our top 3 takeaways from this brilliant book. Let's start by sharing who is Morgan Housel. He's a partner at the Collaborative Fund. He takes on a simple yet a powerful approach to the topic of money. Through striking real-life stories and deep-rooted human psychology, he helps the reader gain an intimate understanding of how to behave towards money, how to make it and spend it, and lastly, how to maintain wealth. In this video, we explore some of the most 3 important lessons from the book and how to use them in your own personal finance space. Takeaway number 1, no one's crazy. Morgan starts the book with a very interesting lesson. When it comes to money, we have 2 lenses. One that we use to judge our own actions towards money, and another we use to judge others. We're prone to think others are crazy whilst we're smart with our money. Housel reminds us that no one is crazy, but that everyone is acting within their own understanding of how money works and their best available options. He compares people born in the 1970s with people born in the 1950s. These 2 groups will see the stock market very differently because of their experience. People born in the 70s had a positive experience and the stock market boomed right from the time they were young, increasing through the years. But for people born in the 50s, the stock market was basically stagnant. It's the same market, and even when things do change, the experience has been solidified in their minds. Our financial decisions are more emotional than logical, and that's alright. Just like how we cannot predict what we experience in life, making money is sometimes a thing made of luck. We can look at people like Elon Musk and Bill Gates and imagine them as heroes who single-handedly created their fortunes. But someone like Bill Gates happened to be helped by luck when he found himself in one of the only high schools in the world that had a computer at a time. Takeaway 2, wealth is what we don't see. In simple terms, our behavior is highly emotional, based on luck, risk, and some part of being reasonable. Jordan Reed was reasonable. His story made headlines when he died, and he is seen as a model for the ordinary people. Reed was a gas station worker who left behind $8 million. He lived an extremely frugal life to the extent that his neighbor made a hat for him and another occasionally paid for his meals. When he was going to see his lawyer, he parked far away just to avoid a parking payment. But Reed was not only frugal, he also bought stocks. He owned about 90 of them. That may be too much for the average person, but they made him rich, allowing him to give his kids a good start in life. Reed was unconsciously taking advantage of the law of compounding. Investing is largely a time game, and the earlier you get in and the longer you stay, the better. More than 90% of Warren Buffett's was made in the last few years outdrive by the magic of compounding. As Einstein once said, compounding is the 8th wonder of the world, simply because of how dramatic it could get if you only give it time. Takeaway 3, never enough. Compounding isn't the only secret that Reed and Buffett share. They both have managed to control their greed and appreciate money for what it really is, a vehicle of freedom. Once you start making money, it gets to a point where more money doesn't add more happiness to your life. Yet, most people will risk what they have and need to get what they don't have and don't need. Money buys you freedom and allows you to live a life that makes you feel fulfilled. Most people want to keep up with the Jonases by buying flashy things, hoping that they would be loved by others. But do you think when people see you in a flashy watch or a car, they think about you? Chances are they are thinking of how nice your car is and how good they would also look when they get one for themselves. It's an unending cycle of trying to satisfy our ego. Once you realize that getting wealth and staying wealthy require two different and even opposing attitudes towards money, then you would realize that buying things that you don't need to satisfy your ego is the fastest way to ruin. People like Bernie Madoff were also driven by greed and a wrong understanding of money that they eventually fell to ruin. At some point, you've got to be more conservative in order to maintain your wealth and not risk it unreasonably. It's important to know how much is enough. Hope you all enjoyed these lessons from Morgan Housel. Please smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more such videos.